And how long you been playing?
Okay, so my tag is Arch3r. I'm from Sweden. I've played for 2 years, but the first year I played Donkey Kong against Pikachu, all the games
That
against a friend. So it doesn't really count. Yeah.
that is crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what's your goal right now?
I mean, I feel like my more long-term goal is to get power ranked in Sweden and Europe.
Nice.
That's my all-time goal.
It's a pretty good
I
goal.
would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about this matchup?
It's horrible in my opinion. I feel like I have a solid foundation in all the other top tier matchups that I can kind of build on and learn a bit on. But I don't know, something about the Sheik matchup just feels, yeah, I don't know. It feels very strange to me.
Yeah, I think it's crazy because I watched these games through and took some notes before we started. And I feel like you're playing the ranges right. I feel like you're very close to Sheik, which is good in the matchup.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that's it's a lot about crouching. It's not like both characters benefit a lot from crouch in this matchup, but it's not like both of them should just be sitting in crouch the whole game. That's not obviously the end goal of it. But it's basically about you abusing crouch and then forcing Sheik to kind of respond to it. A lot of the ways is kind of how it works, but I feel like you could definitely use crouch more in more guided ways. So I'll talk about that. Do you Are you good with what the stages are good and what are bad, or do I need to go over that?
No, not at all.
Alright.
Not against Sheik.
Yeah, so I would say if you've seen Hungrybox play, he usually picks Streamlined, but
Yeah.
it's not that good overall because of the fact that Sheik, if she gets the lead on that stage, she can just camp you out. This Sheik isn't very campy, so you probably aren't really exposed to it that much if this is most of your Sheik practice, but
Yeah.
whenever Hungrybox plays against Ben or J-Flex, they'll just sit on the platform and start spamming needles. And that's very hard to deal with on Dreamland if you don't have the lead. So FD is definitely the best because of that. There's no platforms, and then especially against this Sheik, if they DI in on a down throw, they just get rested, which is just awesome. And even if they don't, let's say you just throw them up with an up throw, and they just get one up air read, and they're just dead. So that's why FD is broken. After that,
I was gonna ask about converting up airs as well, because I see everyone says up air, but I feel I don't know what I can get off up air.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely go into that. So then FD is the best, Streamline's probably the next best. Then after that, it's there's only really two good stages for both characters. Yoshi's is really good for Sheik just because you don't have to even think to edgeguard Puff on Yoshi's. It's if you get one aerial at 60, it could just be death. So Sheik is definitely best on here. And then the other three stages Fountain, Battlefield, and Stadium are kind of just personal preference. It doesn't really matter which one you go to. For me, I think Fountain's Sheik's next best stage because of how small it is, but some other Sheiks don't really like it because sometimes you can get set up down throw rests a lot easier on that stage just because their choice is DI to a platform, get easily rested because of the platform height, or it's DI in and get rested anyway. So it's that's why Fountain's a little bit weird, but again, the other two stages are kind of just personal preference. It doesn't necessarily matter, but yeah, those are the stages. Some stuff that doesn't come up in these games but is very important is when Sheik lands. So let's say Sheik does a back air and center right here. After she does her back air, she doesn't really necessarily want to jump again because of how laggy it is for her to get out another aerial. I'll just show you what I mean by that. Sheik does a full hop back air like this. It takes her so long to be able to actually threaten something. Sheik is all the way up here, and then she can start doing a back air at the top for a jump like this. And then, let's say she lands, and then Puff is over here next to her. Puff usually cannot beat a full hop back air before if she's not in range. If she's not next to Sheik and crouching and waiting for Sheik to jump and upper her, which you don't do, but it's something that we'll talk about too. It's you're basically, as Sheik, you don't want to give Puff time to actually react to what you're doing, and by going for another jump, you're basically letting Puff catch up in reaction time and get to you. So that's why Sheik isn't really going to do like jump aerial, unless like, let's say Puff is over here, then Sheik is probably going to do another aerial in place because you're so far away that you cannot even threaten up air against her. So most of the time, like when Sheik lands, she'll just want to do a forward tilt, jab, down smash, like do a dash attack, do a shield. Like she doesn't really want to ever really do an aerial and then do another aerial. Sometimes she'll do like empty lands instead of doing the aerial, which is just another like landing option. She'll just try and like grab you in the corner. So that's like, it's a very big concept, but it doesn't come up in your games because the Sheik really just wants to stay on the ground, like your Sheik that you played against. So not really, it wasn't really applicable in the games. And also another thing I want to talk about too is like, you don't really hit Sheik on the platforms, which is not great. You don't really like threaten her there, but the Sheik also, again, wasn't playing the platforms that well. So it doesn't come up like this. So
Yeah.
when a Sheik is on the platform shielding like this, you can threaten her by doing a back air on her shield. And most of the time, Sheik will try and shield drop, like forward air you. And then in your case, you can just do back air on shield and then do a falling up air. And then just catch her shield dropping. And before the fair comes out. And that's a very big setup in this matchup to beat like Sheik on a platform shielding. So that's something that's really crucial. It's pretty much the only time you want to get a falling up air, because most of your up airs in this matchup are do rising up airs, like trying to beat a jump. So that's like a really big setup. It's just like such a basically a risk-free option, because let's say Sheik sits on the platform instead of shield dropping. She has to still shield drop fair, or she wants to jump the top platform to camp you out more. In which case, you just go onto the side platform and then just like start pressuring her on the top platform and do the exact same setup again. She has to shield again, and then you just falling up air again. So it's like, it's a very much rinse and repeat type situation when Sheik is on the platform shielding. It's mostly in response to you back airing at her is basically what happens. She has to start shielding. But yeah, that's something that also does come up.
Good to know.
Okay, so let me get to the actual game. Okay. So, what were you trying to do here?
Shield drop.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, that
Yeah.
was the intent.
I would definitely work on your shield drop movement, because if you're like, or you could even do like a wave line off here. You don't even have to shield drop. Like you could have done like wave line off up air to try and like hit Sheik for doing this fair, or like just land. Did she have fair? I think she had fair. She had needle. But either way, you could have like wave line off the platform instead of doing a shield drop and tried to like backer her instead too. But most of the time she'll fair. That's why I think up air is pretty good too. It's like, if you don't have a good opener against... This is basically applies to every matchup. Like, wave on off the platform and trying to immediately take center is really important. Just like, I would just not really shield drop as your opener.
Okay. Yeah, I do that in every matchup right now, so that's good to know.
Yeah. Some characters, like, you want to jump off the platform instead of wave landing because they're, like, a bit slower to get off the platform. Like, Falco is, like, a little bit slow with, like, his dash movement. But with Sheik, it's more about wave landing off because she's pretty fast.
Okay.
So this is do you know about like aerial crouch? It's like
No.
So you actually do it unintentionally here. You do it a few times off of your auto cancel moves, but essentially anytime you do an aerial onto Sheik, you want to be just spamming crouch instantly when the aerial is done. So like this was good. This was really good because Sheik's only way to punish your crouch is to forward air you pretty much only. Or trying to read you getting out of crouch. But you don't have to really leave crouch if they're not throwing out a forward air or needling you. So, it's really good to get in Sheik's face with aerial into crouch. So, you want to do that literally anytime you click an aerial. There is some nuances though. The reason why it's good here is because you're at 0 and Sheik is at 0. Because she has no move that can, like, off the ground that actually breaks your crouch cancel. Which is something that's really important. So... I'll talk about applications when I see them, because there's a lot of times when you could have been crouching in them.
Oh, yes.
I don't really like Nair in this matchup, because it doesn't really lead to anything meaningful. Off a short hop, I'm saying. Off a full hop, it's a little bit different, because you're catching Sheik's, like, jumps. It's a lot of, like, what Hungrybox likes to do, is he tries to, like, Nair in like this, like, trying to catch Sheik jumping at him. And if he gets to Nair, he'll be close to Sheik, and she probably has to start shielding, because she's scared of getting grabbed. Or, like, scared of getting, like, not necessarily grabbed, but, like, Nair forward smash or Nair up tilted is a lot of times what will happen. So, it essentially allows you to get a mix-up on her is the part of full hopping, but short hopping, like the best case scenario you got here was just a Nair. Like there's nothing like that really is gonna be gained off this. Like Nair S is like pretty pretty cheeky. It's not that great, I think, but I would just not be doing short hop Nairs. I would just do an auto cancel backer like you were doing. That would have been fine too. I was actually talking about your range being really good. This is like the only time in like the 3 games I thought your range was not that good. Like right here, you're just like approaching from too far away. Like you could just be like trying to like take space on her and then like just getting close to her, but you just like do this wave dash back from really far away and try and backer her all the way over here. And she can, if she's good enough, she'll be able to just start taking space, but the Sheik isn't really ready for what you're doing. So she's just dash dancing around. This spacing is good. Like right here is good. So you want to be as close as that, like at all times. You don't really want to be ever far away. Because like, Sheik doesn't have like a Fox up smash or like a Marth like dash dance grab. So it's not like you're really scared of anything from far away. So you just want to just be close to her at all times. Again, this is like the same thing with Nair S. It's pretty cheeky to go for. I've done this in tournament and it's worked sometimes, but it's like, it's definitely like very greedy. Like Sheik is a character you can kind of do this against, but I would honestly reserve this for like Peach and stuff like that. It's mostly happens in the air, more so on the ground, but it's definitely pretty cheeky to go for.
Yeah.
Just don't know what that punish was. Okay. So escaping the it just lags a little bit there, but escaping the corner is like, this is a good way to escape the corner like you did. There's some situations where you don't want to escape the corner well, but my general rule of thought when I'm trying to escape the corner versus every character is not necessarily to hit them to get out of the corner. It's more so to just like escape by weaving around their moves. What I mean by that is like Sheik is just want to only press forward air and grab in the corner, because forward air beats your crouch and then grab beats your shielding on the fair. So that's what Sheik wants to do when you're in the corner. So what I would do is I would just try and back her away and try and get Sheik to commit with like a forward air or grab attempt, and then I would just go around her like above, or if she goes to the platform, I would just go under her. So that's like what I'm looking for to get out of the corner. I'm not really like necessarily trying to get a backer to get out of the corner. I'm just trying to back her my way out of the corner safely without really trying to hit her. It's like, this is like one of those matchups where it's pretty hard to get out of the corner unless you're like actively trying to like take your time and be slow about it, because doing this backer could have been pretty bad sometimes.
That's a bad habit from Fox Falco.
Yeah, you do a lot of Upsmashes, so I was curious on that for sure. Generally, I wouldn't really like Upsmash as like a punish. Like, you could just like, a lot of these times you click Upsmash, you could just click grab instead, and that's just a bitter punish, so that's what I would be doing. Okay. What even happened here?
Yeah,
This is like what I was talking about with landing. She'll want to do one of her mix-ups, and dash tech was the one. She chose some I think she tried to dash tech immediately, but she messed up. But yeah, she'll just do a dash tech as her landing option. In that case, you just have, because you weren't fast enough to actually punish the down air is what you're trying to do. You just have to punish what she does after. Because it's like, you can hit her a lot of times, like in her, either in her jump when she lands with her aerial, or what she does after. It's kind of like you have to pick what you want to punish. A lot of the times, the best thing to punish is her jumping. Is like with an up air. That's like perfect punish, like perfect play. Because that means you're close to Sheik, you're in crouch, and you're waiting for her to jump. And that's great. But sometimes Sheik won't give you that, so that's like the problem about it. So like run away and try and like set up a better spacing for herself to try and like get an aerial on you. And that'll happen. So like, if you cannot punish a jump with an up air as your best thing, then your best option is to try and hit her as she touches the ground. And if you think you're too slow on that, a lot of the times it's really good to punish back air, like her back air, when she touches the ground with it, before, rather than trying to punish her out of the air, is another thing. And then you have to either, if you're too slow on punishing her landing option, you just have to punish what she does after. So like her dash tech or forward tilt. It's kind of just like knowing what the Sheik likes to do a lot of the time. And a lot of those things just all can be crouch canceled, so that's why crouch cancel is really important. So, okay.
Yes.
You missed the rest here.
Yeah, I thought I crouched a dash or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Like I was talking about with up air, it's pretty much only being used to cover a jump reactively. It's and Sheik right here isn't really gonna necessarily want to jump because she like immediately like threw out a move like a down tilt and it whiffed. When that happens, she sometimes will jump, I will say, but a lot of the time she'll throw out a move to cover herself because Puff is gonna want to try and like whiff punish her, right? She'll throw out an F tilt right here. She'll throw out a down smash a lot of the time. Sometimes she'll shield if she's feeling really passive. But when that happens, just wait out the next move and then just punish that. A lot of the times this matchup is coming down to with punishing her like forward tilts and laggy options. And you just have to be ready for it. You can't like punish something that already happened essentially.
Okay.
Okay, what happened here? I think you could have still kept on the platform. Like right here, you could just wave dash back and that would be fine because you can't get hit by back here if you wave dash back. But wave landing off the platform right here is pretty greedy. It's like you're trying to take center too fast, essentially, is what I was talking about, like taking your time out of the corner. And like, now you just put yourself in the corner against Sheik, which is not great, like I was saying. And you try and hit where she was and then get hit for it. So like, that's what essentially I mean by taking your time out of the corner, because you just got hit by trying to just aggressively take center. Like, you could have just stayed on the platform for a bit longer, waited for her to do like her landing, and then just gone around her and just crossed her up. And that would have been perfectly fine. Okay. You do a lot of like, you don't really do back turnaround backer from ledge. Do you know about that?
Yeah. I know about it, but it's a bad habit, I guess.
Yeah, against Sheik in particular, it's really good because she doesn't have a good move to hit you out of shield. Like, she can try and Nair out of shield versus your like turnaround backer here, but it doesn't actually hit you. She can't do like, what's another move? She can't do like a Fox like shine at a shield. She can't do that. So it's like, it's pretty hard for her to actually contest you if you just turn around backer here. Because she has to like run off and try and like jump forward at you like for turnaround backer, and that's just never gonna happen because it's so high risk. So you can just turn around backer here and then you just keep hitting her, and she has to just like back off because she doesn't want to just get shield broken, because you can just keep turning around backer her over and over again. She doesn't have any solid way to hit you. So I would just always turn around backer over Sheik, because let's say she shielded here and then you crossed her up her shield, you got Naired out of shield like every time because you got into a range that actually got hit by that. And like also sometimes too, if you do this fair and you try and drift back, you can get shield grabbed. Whereas the backer, it's pretty hard to get shield grabbed on.
Okay.
I think this up smash show shield's like kind of fine. You do a lot of them, which is cool. I think like it's like good against Sheik. You just have to be wary of like the percents you're using it at. Sometimes you use it at way too low percents, so it gets Sheik either can just ASDI down and tech it and then punish you for it, or she just doesn't get knocked down at all and just grabs you out of it. So just be wary of the percents you're using it at. Whenever it's at a percent that's too low to use it, or it's like, let's say you're stock down and like it's not really gonna do anything, just do wave dash out of shield, turn around grab. That's like the other option instead of up smash out of shield. It's like up smash out of shield, you have to kind of time on like what you're trying to beat, whereas wave dash out of shield, you can kind of just do it. And it's more dependent on you than the opponent. You're not really like reacting to something or trying to hard read their timing a lot of the times on wave dash, so it's just a lot easier of an option to do. And it's just like, it'll net you more, especially if it's at low damage, of course, because you can just grab and then down throw onto the platform, attack, chase, rest, which you don't do at all in this. You don't grab enough for sure, but that's just an option. So and you have to just wait out the downer here. This is like a landing option type thing onto the top platform. This is really easy to punish if you know it's going to come out. So as soon as you see a Sheik start doing this, just be ready to sit below here and just wait it out. It's kind of like a marked downer onto the platform. It's the same concept. You just wait out the downer and then just instantly punish them as soon as they touch the platform. Because it's pretty hard for them to do it to be like safe, essentially, to get like a shield out. So it's pretty easy to whip punish.
Okay.
It's more about knowing like what they want to do. It's like their one option to actually not like lose immediately to your up air. So crouch is obviously really good, and so is wavedash because of that. A lot of the times, though, wavedash is really laggy. It's kind of like you're full hopping, like I was talking about earlier about not having a threat. It's like when you puff full hops, like Sheik, she doesn't have a threat till like the top for jump. So it's kind of the same thing with the wave dash. You don't have a threat with your wave dash until the wave dash is finished. So it's the same concept where you kind of have to set it up and not be like... I'm trying to pull up the game. Why is it not coming up? There we go. So you kind of have to set it up, essentially. You don't really want to like do it like from such a close distance. And this spot right here, you just kind of have to wait out the forward tilt again. Like, I would just be sitting right here instead of wave dashing in. Sometimes you could shield wave dash in, but your wave dash wasn't that great, so it wasn't going to be able to cover the shield. It wasn't be able to get a shield up anyways. So I would also look into getting better wave dashes. Do you use Uncle Punch at all?
Yeah. I try to use it a lot, but I'm a bit lazy sometimes.
Yeah, I would definitely make sure, like, in the wave dash training, like, at least on like the newer versions, you can like see like where your frames are off. Like, I'll show you like how bad your wave dash is. I would just make sure you're trying to be as close to the ground as possible, because sometimes you could actually just jump squat through this, or like crouch under this as well too. But yeah, I would just try and wait out like their option. You can just kind of like react to what they do again. That would have been fine. Okay. Like, that was an aggressive option. If you can get a wave dash shield, it's like kind of fine though.
Yes.
Okay. These aren't bad up airs, I would say. I think it's okay. You just kind of like got your read wrong. A lot of the times versus Invincibility, it's more like you get one hard read, and then you have to go for like a soft read. Like, what I mean by that is like you kind of like have some options you can guess, but it maybe will work out. Like throwing out like a back air like right here-ish, like right here-ish is like fine, and just hoping they just try and jump into you like this would have been good. You soft readed them like just dashing in the corner, which is like fine too. It's like there's nothing really bad there, so I'm not really gonna talk about that too hard. So against forwarder on shield, I would be wave dash out shielding pretty much all the time versus it, because you can't shield grab forward air if they space it well. You shield grabbed it like once or twice in these games, but just wave dash out shield versus forward air. You can cross it up too with your wave dash. That's fine. But
wave dash away then.
Yeah, I would just wave dash away personally. You can like a lot of the times off of forward air, again, they're landing, so they have to do like a landing mix up on your shield. They're gonna either do jab or they're gonna do forward tilt or down smash. You can just wave dash away, wait out their most of the times you can't really whiff punish a jab. That is how that works. You kind of have to crouch under it and then beat it that way. But I would just wave dash away, see if they do a forward tilt. If they do a forward tilt, I would S smash it. If they sometimes jump again because they just want to keep hitting your shield, then I would just wave dash away and wait for the forward air to come out. I could trade with it with a forward smash too. Or I could just cross up this way if I think they're going to jump. It's just a lot about wave dash out shield. That's pretty much the only way to beat like forward air pressure. You can also like Upsmash out shield after the jabs come out, which you sometimes do. But I would just always just default to just wave dash away because of how scary forward air is.
Okay.
Yeah, because this time they did a down tilt. Like, if you just wave dash away right there, then you could have just forward smashed the down tilt. Or you could try to just grab it because it's a little bit scary to forward smash it. Good spacing. Yeah, this game is pretty hard to do for Edgeguard, so I'll just get to another game to talk about it. But
yes.
Okay. You don't really have to use like back air and forward smash when Sheik is in the corner. The main move you really want to use is grab, because let's say you do a back air right here, it hits Sheik. She can usually just hold down and get the ledge a lot of the time, especially if she's at lower percent than this, which you do a lot too. So in the corner, I'm mainly looking for grab, because a lot of the times, even if you're late on punishing her ledge dash or ledge option, she'll just shield anyways, so you just get a free grab in general. So just grab her and forward throw her off stage again. If she's at that percent, or if she's at too low of a percent, you can just like, you could do a down throw and try and get like down throw back air if she DIs off stage, or you can do up throw and just try and juggle her at low damage. So the main thing is like, you don't really want to throw out air, like things that she can just ops attack or just DI down and snap to ledge on. So just grab is just better. That's a thing that applies to a lot of matchups too. It's not just Sheik, but it's especially important for Sheik because of how bad she is off stage trying to recover.
Wait, what matchups? Just
Marth.
good to know.
Marth is a big one on that.
Okay.
Fox is also pretty big on that too. It depends though on Fox because of how good his ledge dash is, so it's like a little bit weird. Another matchup would be like Samus is a big one because she's bad off stage.
Yeah.
It's another time. Okay, this was a good up air. Like, these kinds of up airs are kind of risk-free to throw out. A lot of the times, beating Sheik on a platform boils down to either you want to... Let me show it an Uncle Punch, it's a little bit easier. So, you either want to, let's say Sheik's on the platform, you want to either throw out, like, a wave dash off the platform back air to try and contest her. So, it's always going to be at this height. You don't want to back air from below to hit Sheik on a platform because of how, like, Needle's arc works. You're just going to be jumping into a Needle and getting forward air anyways. So, most of the times to beat platform camping Sheik, it's a lot about jumping from the platform and trying to back air her. Or, like you did right here, is trying to get directly below her and getting an up air. So, those are the only two ways to really beat her on the platform when she's not shielding. Like I talked about when she's shielding, so
yeah,
it's a little bit different, for sure. Okay. This was like a weird scramble where it could have just been avoided if you did aerial crouch right here. Instead of doing a shield, wave dash, shield jump, like, I don't like know what your intention really was here. Like, that's like the easy part about like aerial crouch. It just gives you like a really solid, like, just like nothing kind of gameplay. I won't say the word nothing, but like, it's just so like brain dead that you can just throw it out right here and you don't have to even think. Like, I was talking about aerial shield. The only times aerial shield's good is when you're above, I think it's 43 in my head, is when Downsmash starts knocking down. Because then Downsmash gets annoying to the point where if they do like, if you do back air on her crouch and she Downsmashes instead of doing like forward tilt or something like that, then you get knocked down and then you just eat a bunch of damage. But in this case, I would definitely just be aerial crouching before like 45-ish. And then you can just... Yes. And then, like I said, like, it's always a reaction. It's not a read on a crouch cancel. You have to wait for the move to hit you, and always do crouch cancel grab or forward smash, or if you can get it, rest. But I would just practice an Uncle Punch over and over again against the reversal, like, training bot. Is just, like, making sure that's good, because that's important. Like, doing F tilt, down tilt, you can try and do jabs as well, too. But it's mainly F tilt and down tilt, and then down smash, you can actually rest the down smash if you didn't know that. Below 45, of course, with a crouch. Or if you can just jump rest after the crouch cancel, you can wave dash in, you can dash in and rest. And then also, if it's above 45 is the different part of crouch cancel, is like, you want to be mixing in shield in there. Because let's say Sheik down smashes and you shield, you can just jump rest out of shield again and just rest her for it. But let's say if she does like forward tilt or something like that, you can still just like up smash out a shield if she does forward tilt. It's a little bit trickier timing, obviously, but you're pretty good at that, so that's fine. Or you can like wave dash out a shield again and try and turn her and grab. So like, it's mainly about aerial crouch until about 45, unless the Sheik just doesn't click down smash. If they're really good, they might just not click down smash against you because they think you're gonna rest you. But a lot of the times you have to just like keep doing your game plan, assuming they will down smash you. Because if you get hit by one of them and you're not ready to crouch cancel it or shield it, it's just awful because it gets you so much damage, and they can get knocked down by it, and you get into a tech chase scenario, and you can just like take like 50 damage from getting hit by one down smash, and it's just the worst. So
okay.
Yeah, I would definitely lie about resting out of shield and down smash. You can't rest out of shield if you do the backwards hit of Sheik's down smash, so that's something to look out for. So in that case, you just have to like punish what they do after. Like if they shield after, if they try and do another down smash, you need to punish that, do it up forward tilt again.
Yep.
No dash, they choose. Yeah, it's just all like could have been avoided right here if you just did the aerial crouch like one of those times. So this is what I was talking about, like she's literally just happens. She's at the percent where down smash actually doesn't, like, down smash does knock you down. But in this case, it's a little bit weird because you're like drifting in on your aerial to get out of the corner. Again, you could have just like tried to backer your way out of the corner and tried to like take your time on this, and you wouldn't get hit by this down smash. But you just don't really want to hit Sheik when she's crouching like this high in the air. If you want to really hit Sheik while she's crouching, you want to try and grab her or drill her. Those are like the two moves I'd be trying to deal with against Sheik crouching like this. Or if I'm below 45, then I'm doing aerial into crouch and then trying to wrist her. I'll throw down smash or something like that. But in this case, I would be trying to like back her out of the corner. But if this was center stage and she's crouching, I would just be trying to cross her up with a grab, potentially, if she tries to shield it. Or if I'm trying to like get a rest, I'm going to be downing her like a 50-ish. And if you don't know, like around 50, like downer starts getting like frame advantage. So she has to shield or spot dodge or roll essentially after you're down there to avoid getting grabbed. So then you can start like reading her option and resting her off that. That's a pretty big optimization in this matchup. It's pretty similar to like the Mario Bros 2. It's another big one. That's like downer. Or like Falco, if you like downer Falco around 50. You start spot dodging, you just grab him after a spot dodge. It's a pretty big one too. So that's something I'll just comp a lot. So I would just also work on that too, because it's really big in this matchup, because a lot of Sheiks will just spam spot dodge as their option about 50. So you can just down air around 50 and then just wait for the spot dodge and wrist. Or like, if it's like lower damage, you could just again do aerial crouch on down air, and you're at like, or you do aerial shield on down air. You can just down air on them at like 50, or like below 50, I mean. And then just down air and just shield if you think they're going to down smash. And if they're not, you can just down air crouch. It's the same thing. So down air is really good versus crouch, and so is grab. I did say about cross up, but a lot of the times you do want to land in front of Sheik, just so that you don't get hit by like the backwards hit of down smash. So it's important too.
Oh, okay.
And you just try and jump out of shield, trying to like, what even happens here? You just get shield poke, and you're just facing the wrong. You're just like not like shield the guy in the right way. Yeah. So yeah, I would just make sure you're doing that. But like this could have again been avoided if you just waited to shield it as well. Okay. Well, you know this.
I don't know. I think I tried to wave dash down or something.
Yeah, you do these kinds of air dodges a lot, so I was just curious, like what happened.
Yeah, it's not intentional.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You try and cross up Sheik. Like I was saying, I don't think cross up Sheik is that great because of situations like this. A lot of the times this will happen on shield too. Let's say if she's shielding, she can just like nair at a shield or turn or back her at a shield if you try and cross her up. So the only times I'd be crossing up Sheik is if I'm completely level with her, and I'll talk about that if we get to the next game. I think it's the next game. Sure. If you're level with Sheik, it's really good to cross her up or try and go through her because of her threat range. She like forward air hits like this, and then back air hits like this. So she doesn't really have like a good move to hit someone that's like directly in front of her, besides like throwing needles directly forward. So that's why like when she's in the air, you kind of want to go through her or like basically cross her up essentially. But you're below her, so she is able to get a back air on you. So it's a big difference there.
Oh, okay.
You get pretty greedy on these types of pounds a lot, but the Sheik does throw herself off stage like this a lot, so it's kind of okay. But against a better Sheik, essentially how the recovery works is like I was just saying, like if she's facing forward and trying to forward air you, you want to go through her or like above her essentially. But if she's facing backwards, you want to try and go to ledge because of a back air hitting like this entire range, but it can't cover ledge. Whereas forward air can cover the ledge. Is a big difference there because it can go off stage like this, whereas back air basically is capped like right here. So if she's turning, sometimes the Sheiks will make it tricky and they'll do like needle turnarounds. And in that case, a lot of the times when they do that kind of stuff, you can kind of pound them for doing it. So that's like where pound comes in. You don't really want to forward air or back air through them in this type of spot, but except for when they're facing forward. Then you can try and forward air or back air through them. Okay, good Upsmash.
Yeah, it's kind of my panic option, I feel like.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is again a shield grab on a forward air, so just try not to do that. Okay. But that was good timing, though. Did you die, though? You're just in Sheik's, like, threat range there. What you could have done is done, like, a wave dash cross up here, and just forward smashed her. A lot of the times when Sheik is so high up in the air and she jumps above you, and she doesn't really have a way to come down safely, like maybe she could like waveland onto the platform to avoid it, but when Sheik is directly above you and you haven't like tried to upper her jump yet, and you have a lot of time to react to what she's gonna do, you can just wave dash away or wave dash cross up and just turn around forward smash and just kill her for it. It just comes up a lot against Sheik, is like these type of spots, so it's really important. It's like I was talking about like being close enough to actually react to what she's doing. This time you're so close, but you didn't get the initial reaction of her jump, so then you can just try and like, you have the space to essentially punish her landing with the wave dash forward smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just, again, this is like an optimization thing. If you do crouch here, and then if you just did a grab, that should have been better. Or forward smash would have been best, of course, but it's a little bit hard to get forward smash. It's like, it feels like you just like kind of threw out that up smash like you were saying, so it wasn't like really like thinking about it too hard, but it's really good.
Yeah, I feel like it's the only option I really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to see if I could.
Yeah.
After it.
Nah. When I saw it, I was like, that's pretty funny that you did that. It was like, I would never think about that, but it does make sense.
Yeah, I thought you would fair.
Yeah.
And then I could maybe do something, but.
Okay, that wasn't bad. Alright. So yeah, you got the corner. You do this upper from ledge again. Like, if the Sheik, again, is better, they'll punish you for doing this type of option. But the Sheik is just not that ready for it.
Yeah, grab.
Yeah. Yeah, another weird air dodge. I was just really confused by that one. I guess you were trying to waveland?
No, that one was actually intentional. I just thought I would get back to stage, but.
Really? Yeah. Against Sheik, I wouldn't really like wave dash. I mean, like air dodge trying to get back on the stage. Like, you just have too many, you have too much drift to try and, like, go for an air dodge. Like, against Marth or something like that, like, this is fine. But against Sheik, I wouldn't really go for this. Okay. What even happened here? Get this up smash? But you're not ready for actually the tech chase, which is the crazy part. Like, and when you go for the type of up smash, you kind of have to be ready for the tech chase. Like, the whole point of going for the up smash is that you can get a tech chase scenario, or trying to get like an up smash into rest so they don't like hold down to try and tech it. So there's really no point to shield again. Like, you already won this situation, but like you tried to shield anyways. Yeah. Maybe if like you see the Sheik doing like ASDI down tech in place and trying to like do like a forward tilt on you after this, but even then I don't know if I would be doing that. Like, I would probably even like think about doing crouch, because that's my worst option instead of trying to tech chase her, because if you do crouch and like let's say she grabs, you get a rest, and then if like she does like forward tilt or something like that, like yeah, you get popped up, but you can probably just DI away and not get hit. So I would either just do crouch as my default here, or I would just really try and actually get the tech chase, like the whole point of the Upsmash, for sure. Do this down out of shield. Again, just wave dash out of shield would have been better. Okay. Do another air dodge. That, see how like Nair wasn't, like, if Sheik actually was better with their Nair timing here, your Nair just doesn't work here. Like, you try and get this Nair, and Sheik is able to jump right now. Like, and she jumps immediately. But Sheik actually can cover, like, you crouching with her Nair. They're, like, I don't want to say frame perfect, but it's pretty, like, tight. But she can actually cover you with Nair here. Or she could have done, like, she could have just dashed away after the Nair and just turned around and grabbed you, because you probably were going to shield, because you're at 90%. So that's like why it just Nair just puts you in such a bad spot, like on purpose. Like, you don't really want to be put in like a situation like this unless you really have to be in it. Like, getting stuck in shield against Sheik just sucks, because you want to be stuck in crouch if anything in this matchup, because you just have more options. Okay, you die for it. That was good. Okay, don't like that Nair. You see, this is what I was talking about with like them just being able to hold down. They just got back here and they just hold down the ledge, and then it's just like you actually just don't get that much. So that's like grab is just really important. At this percent though, I'm mainly looking for drill into rest, or drill into grab and throw them off stage, or drill into like up smash, or drill into drill forward smash. Like drill is just so important against like pretty much every character at high percent. Just throw it out. So you don't really do it at all. So I'd be mainly looking to start going for drill right now, because drill rest is true at this percent. Like you don't have to do like the drill dash jump rest stuff. You can just drill rest, I think, most of the time. This percent too.
That's very interesting, because I practice it a lot against Puff, the Ditto.
But, oh really?
Yeah, I don't really think about using it in other matchups.
Yeah, it's like really good in other matchups because one, you don't have to deal with them sliding off the ledge off your back ears, and then two, you just basically skip having to edge guard a lot of the times on drill if you do really good drills. Like you can just do drill, up smash, drill, forward smash, drill, dash check. Like you can just like basically combo it to always never have to edge guard, which is really important. So, yeah. So, your edge guards are not that good. This one was pretty much an easy one to talk about. On Yoshi's, I will say it's a little bit harder to cover because of like how the lip works. But in general, how you edge guard is like you basically like go off stage with Sheik and just try and like pressure her to the point where she has to up B. And as soon as she has to up B, you have to be grabbing ledge and have invincibility. Like, you never really want to grab ledge too early or too late. You just want to grab ledge, like, after you pressure her. You just do back air around here, and then just grab ledge as she starts to have to, like, commit to an up B. And then, I'm trying to get the right frame. I think it's K. Yeah, it is K. Let me go back. Okay. And right. Dang it, I missed the frame. So, like, right
here.
You
can use the... Okay, nice.
Yeah, so this frame, like, right here is, like, basically when you want to do a regular get up from the ledge is essentially what you don't want to do a roll. The only times you want to do a roll is, like, essentially when Sheik is right here when she's about to up B, because then she can basically up B to ledge is a lot of what happens. So most of her mix-ups is all around that, or if she has enough time to, like, kind of make it seem like she's gonna go ledge. It's a little bit, when you do the regular get up edge guard, you'll understand when you keep playing when she can actually go ledge on it. So until then, it's mostly about this angle. But besides that, it's like you do the regular get up right as she starts to poof, and then in that animation, so you time it for that. You have invincibility so you don't get poofed, and then you can just rest whatever she does at this point, or you can just try and back her. But it's a little bit spooky to try and do that, so I just try and rest all the time. It's like, on the edge guard, there is some nuance to it, where you can try and, like, sniper off stage with a back or a forward air. But for now, I would say just learn the timing of, like, when to use a regular get up from the ledge and then resting her as your default until you get to that point where you, like, understand the edge guard completely. Because this is something that's just, like, it changes the entire game if you can just rest her every time. Sheik has, like, ways to, like, get around you. She can, like, try and, like, fair the ledge and try and snipe you from getting invincibility. Or she can try and, like, up air below, like this. In those situations, you either want to, like, wait it out and just, like, wait out the move and then just grab ledge after they do it, is basically how I do it. Or you can try and hit them before the move comes out. That's another one. And then, sometimes she can air dodge on the stage. Like, let's say you grab ledge and, like, Sheik is, like, jumping to ledge, and then she realizes she can't grab it because you're on it. She air dodges on. In that situation, you can sometimes do, like, ledge hop up air and try and, like, rest them off of it. Sometimes you can ledge hop rest. Let's say on this stage, a lot of the time, Sheiks will try and do, like, instead of up being in this spot, they'll try and air dodge onto the platform. And in that case, you can just literally get off the ledge and just double jump rest is a pretty big one. You have to read them air dodging a lot of the time, too, though. You can't really react most of the time, so it's about being ready for the timing a lot of the time, too. So that's essentially the edge guard. Again, you try and forward smash in the corner instead of doing, like, grab would have been better.
Yeah.
Wow, you just took 70 damage. Yeah, this Sheik was really aggressive. It's like, I think Yeah, like this spot, I would just be using pound if I'm expecting Sheik to like be aggressive here.
Yeah.
Like right here, I would have pounded before you did the forwarder. Just because they're a lower damage, it's just a better move to use because it would just send them further. Okay. That was good. But you try and... I think it's because you try and jump at a shield too much. Or was this one angling again?
Yeah, I have an issue with angling. I'm pretty sure it was... No, it was the right...
No, you do try and jump at a shield.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as you see the Sheik miss that forward tilt that way, if you actually are reacting to what the character is doing, you're looking at your opponent, you can just wave dash out shield after they miss that backwards one, and then just be ready to punish this forward tilt with like a back air, like a short hop auto cancel back air, or trying to get like a forward smash on it, or trying to get like a wave dash in grab. It's like, it's a lot about, again, like being ready to react a lot of the time in this matchup. It's probably the most reaction heavy matchup in the entire cast for Jigglypuff. But essentially, if you're ready for it, you could have wave dash out shield. If you were not ready to wave dash out shield after that missed forward tilt the first time, you can hold shield and just wait again. Wait for this forward tilt to end, and then you wave dash out shield. So it's a lot about being ready for either one of the two timings, especially how this works. Okay. You could have been aggressive here for sure. Like, right. Sheik overcommits really hard with that up air. So right now, I would not be trying to back air here. I'd be trying to falling up air here. Like, right. I wouldn't probably drift this far away. I'd probably be, like, in this spot. So I still have the opportunity to hit Sheik. Because that's essentially what you want. You want to have the opportunity to hit Sheik in these types of situations. If you drift too far away, you just let her come down for free. So I'd be, like, over here. And then I would have the opportunity to either, like, waveline off this platform to try and get my jumps back and try and upper her. But realistically, I'm probably going to be about here and ready to punish her landing. Obviously, up air doesn't knock down to like 20%. But if you get one up air, then she has to start doing shielding. And then, like I said, when she's shielding on a platform, you can do back air, falling up air, catching their shield drop, and you probably just get a kill. So that's like how this situation could have been like really good for you. But you kind of just like do this back air that's like doesn't really cover anything. Where you could have, even still doing the drift you did, you could have just done wave off the platform up air and hit her for it. Would have been perfect. You tried to do another Nair again. And like a lot of the times when you're in kill percent and Sheik's at low damage, she will spam down tilt. And the way to beat down tilt is either do a really spaced low L cancel back air on it, or a lot of the times it's about like landing on top of her after she does a down tilt and then trying to like grab her for it. Or this is probably the only situation I would even think about crossing up Sheik to try and get a grab is when she's down tilting as well too. Or if she's like, again, you can try and like drill her if she's above 50. It's a little bit spooky to try and do drill at like below 50 in this spot because she can sometimes just mash out a jab or down smash and get you. But like above 50, there's no risk to like just throwing out a down air and then trying to read her option. Because a lot of the times, like even like from 50 to 100, she'll spam down smash regardless of like what the percent is after down air, and then you can just crouch cancel rest it, or you can just shield rest it. So it's a pretty big situation. But yeah, that was game one. Do you have any questions?
No, not at all. I think that was very good. I feel like yeah, the foundation is kind of what I'm lacking, like that wave dash out of shield. And all of that. I've never really thought about the basic options at all.
Yeah, it's really, really important.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see 1 second before I get into this game and see if there's anything else I really want to bring up before we just start looking through this one.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just get through it. So, I guess this applies to most characters in the game, but especially Sheik. You don't really want to shield drop when they're below the platform like this. It's like, ideally, you want to get like a shield drop up air. Like, that's like awesome versus Sheik. But if they're already below you on the ground, right below the platform, they're just going to spam tilts, and there's nothing you can do about it. A forward tilt, you can sometimes shield drop back air it, but it's a little bit different than being on the ground because you have to shield drop and then put out a move Whereas when you're on the ground, you just wave dash out a shield instantly, and then you have the option to threaten a move if you want to. Whereas in this spot, you can't really, it's not like a wave dash out a shield. It's like, you're like in their range the entire time when you're shield dropping. So you can't really avoid their move. Like maybe you could shield drop this way, but even then, like you shield drop this way, she can react to you shield dropping and then just dash in and grab you. Like that's the problem with shield dropping when they're like right below the platform. So this applies to every character. So what I would do here is I would just be jumping away. I would just not even think about trying to contest it. I would just jump away and then just try and reset to neutral. That's what I would be trying to do right now, because then you just get hit. So okay. So this isn't like the same situation I was talking about, like trying to go through them. You actually go a little bit under, but Sheik's not in the air, so you don't really want to go through in this situation. I would just try and either go ledge here, or I would just like go onto the ground and just try and like get to center that way, like wave dashing in or trying to like jump and like try and back at her for like trying to shield drop. Like I wouldn't really contest this like with like a forward air or something like that. I would just trying to be taking center. Okay, that's what I was talking about with the pound being really good in this type of spot right here. She gets way too aggressive, but you mess up the pound, so it was unfortunate. But
yeah, I think I got surprised. I think I ran out of jumps there or something.
Yeah. Something that you don't do enough though is like you don't really like land on top of your opponent like without like an aerial. I was talking about aerial crouch being really good. It's a good foundation for sure, but you can also mix it up and just land with nothing. A lot of the times it's against Sheik just doing nothing in place. Like if Sheik again is just sitting in crouch trying to like react to what you're doing, kind of like what you want to do, then you can try and like empty land in and then like threaten the fact that you could grab. Then they'd have to like try and like jump away, and they'd have to upper that. So a lot of it comes down to like empty landing on top of them when they're crouching. And then like some situations it comes down to like, let's say Sheik whiffs a forward tilt, and instead of doing like a backer on the ground, you're in the air. You can try and land on top of her, or try and get an up tilt a lot of the times. You can try and shield poke it. You could try and catch a jump out of shield, but you could definitely just throw out a lot more up tilts if you try and like get in on Sheik's range without an aerial. Is essentially how that happens. So that could be a pretty big up. Like at this percent, I'm thinking about up tilt right now because it knocks down and it's like it's a pretty easy move to try and just like throw out, and it's not like that risky. Because I'm trying to look to get back into the game, so I'm going to be trying to get rests right now. I'm not really thinking like too hard about zoning that much. Nair again, you could have definitely gotten hit for this, but Sheik wasn't ready. It's like Sheik is already able to act before your grab comes out, which is crazy. So they could have just down smash for you. Like you'd have been still in the air, they could have just clicked down smash. You would have just taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that time you roll instead of like doing an up smash or whatever, and like you just roll, and then Sheik is still able to cover you rolling, and after she like messes up doing like a forward tilt in her shield. Like that's how bad like roll is. It's comparatively low like wave dash or up smash.
Yeah.
Okay. Get a random grab. I would just lab out your down throw rests for sure. It's like I was talking like we were talking about earlier. Like the followups are mainly like down throw in this matchup. Down throw tech chase onto the platforms. Sometimes it depends on the percents. Like I've been kind of labbing it out, so I kind of know, but it's a little bit weird, like, on every stage and, like, positioning, like, what the percents are. So it's kind of like a play-by-feel thing. Like, you could definitely lab it out and, like, understand, like, when it works and when it doesn't. It takes a lot of time, though. So, down throw rest, if they give it to you, is awesome on DIN. Or no DI. And then, if they stop giving you, like, meaningful hits off down throw, let's say they, like, slide off your down throw and then just jump out of it, or they DI it so they actually don't land on the platform, or like if you played against a Mars player that wiggles out of the down throw and just jumps out of it before they touch the ground. That's the reason why up throw is like pretty big in most of the floaty matchups right now, because of people just wiggling out of down throw. So sometimes against Sheik you just want to up throw instead if they aren't giving you a meaningful hit off a down throw. And then you just want to up throw. You can't get a direct follow-up, right? Like up throw rest or like up throw up air against Falcon. So it's mainly about like up throw and trying to react to what they're doing. Let's say they're like doing like that fast fall and they're gonna probably throw out an aerial like they did at the top platform, like with a down air. So in that case, I'd probably just be waiting it out and trying to falling up air it if it's like FD or something like that, because that's the main stage you want to up throw. Or if they are like gonna try and double jump out of their out of the timing because they think you're gonna try and hit them for doing the falling aerial, then you can try and just like wait again and double jump up air. So it's a lot about waiting and trying to react to what they're doing. Sometimes you can just like hard read their option over and over again though. But yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, resting on the platform is a little bit spooky though on these stages. Sometimes with the platform heights though, you can actually like, let's say you're doing a tech chase rest, you can actually just float and like full hop and not land on the platform with your rest and just land on the ground. That's something that I don't think people actually do that much besides me intentionally. It's really good just like not land on the platform with your rest on these stages because you just die. It's such low damage.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another scenario. Sheik is just spamming crouch and dash. In this situation, I'm just like trying to like sit and crouch like right here. I'm down to sit and crouch right here and react to what they do. Because like they're not going to keep dashing at you. Like they're not really going to get anything if they keep dashing forward. Like maybe they dash forward, keep dashing forward from all the way across the stage and get a forward tilt or a dash deck. And like maybe that happens, but that's like not really going to be the case because they came from such a far distance that you can react to them dashing all the way towards you. So that's like what your intention was, to try and like cover a dash in with a back air, but they're not really going to do that. It's the same situation what you were having over here on Yoshi's, where you did like a really far back air away from them, but it's so reactable by Sheik that she doesn't even have to really think about it, and she can just punish you for doing that back because you're so far away. It's the same situation with Sheik's side. Sheik isn't really going to want to dash all the way across the stage to try and hit you. She'll probably just try and... She'll either do this crouch, or she'll do a full hop. So, in this spot, I would just be ready to react and sitting about here. And if she does this down tilt, I can jump in after the down tilt and try and grab them, or up tilt them, or try and downer them for doing the down tilt, or I can just do a space back here at this spot. Either is fine, or if they do like a forward tilt, it's the same exact thing. If they do a jump, then it's a little bit spooky because I'm not really ready to get an up air because I'm not too close. And then in that spot, I would just be either trying to wave dash and trying to punish their landing option, or trying to wave dash forwards to this in general, or I would just be trying to punish them landing on the ground with a back air. So that's a lot of what the matchup boils down to, like getting into that correct spacing, and then like you had it, but you tried to like cover an option that just won't happen. They will not just keep dashing, like I'm saying.
Okay.
So you had it and then you just like gave it up. Okay. Wow. This backer was good. You crossed him up. Like you tried to get back out of the corner by going around him, and then you saw an opportunity to hit him with the backer, and that was fine. Like that wasn't what I was talking about, trying to backer your way out of the corner. You were just trying to get out of the corner, and you saw an opportunity to get a free hit, and you took it. That was great. But right here, like I was saying about them using this kind of up air to cover themselves, you could just wait it out. Don't try and hit it, really. You want to just, like, you either want to hit before the hitbox comes out, like when they're trying to jump into it, or you want to just wait it out, like I'm saying, and then trying to grab ledge on them. If they can grab ledge before you can, like, because you're on stage in this spot, then you just want to let them have it and just try and grab them again in the corner instead of trying to do a forward smash. So.
Yes.
Okay, you could have down aired from ledge right now and just tried to like punish them for that because of the percentage. But if they were at a lower percent, lower percent, I would have done the turnaround back here, like I was saying. So that would be good.
Yep.
And then this game just ends.
Yeah, disconnect.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's actually crazy. You got a really good spot here. You're really close on Sheik here. I don't really like the way you're facing. Like, again, I think back here is just better to spacebar because a lot of the things you're thinking about is nairing. Like, I didn't even see the Nair come out, but I knew you were thinking about Nair. So just just be ready to just turn around. Just turn around easily and just try and get it back here. Okay. So you actually hold down, which is good after doing the Nair. But then you aren't really ready to get a grab here. So, again, it's just a lot about labbing out. So just be ready to get the grab.
I don't think the crouch was intentional. I think it was after a fastball or something.
That makes sense to you? Yeah, didn't think of it like that. Okay. So when Sheik's doing like these aerials on shield, back air again is a little bit different than forward air. Like you can sometimes shield grab it, but again, just wavedash shield is fine after the back air hits you, and then that would have been perfectly fine because you could just avoid the forward tilt. But you time your jump too late, because I think you were just trying to jump at a shield or like trying to do like an aerial or something, so or like an up smash. So just wavedash shield after the back air hits you, and then you avoid this.
Yep.
Downer, though, you can sometimes shield grab it, sometimes you can't, sometimes you can. It's like a little bit weird. Usually I just try and shield grab a downer, or sometimes you can rest out a shield if they like do the downer inside your hitbox, like in the middle of your shield. Sometimes you can rest out a shield too. Mango won his famous game against Mewtwo King that way. Okay. It's another forward air from ledge. Like this spot, like you actually had a really good situation to click forward smash right here, but you like let's say you weren't shielding right here, you could just forward smash, but you were just like shielding for almost no reason. You were just like the other character was so far away that didn't really matter to click shield. Yeah. This is another Edgeguard sequence that would have been good for you. You actually
it's almost exactly the same.
You actually timed the edge grab really well too. So like you had invincibility, but then right here you could have done a regular get up and then instead of roll, and then you're golden. Sometimes they're far away though. You don't even have to do the regular get up. You could stay on ledge. I think it was close whether you would have gotten hit by up B if you didn't have invincibility here. But if you know the Sheik will not be able to hit you with their poof, you could just hold the ledge and then just be ready to jump rest off ledge, because they'll land like right here like the Sheik does. And it's pretty awkward sometimes when you do a regular get up and you're right here. Sometimes you'll like have to like do a turnaround like micro like dash or like jump rest, and it gets a little bit awkward to time that. So in that spot you just want to hold ledge and try and just jump rest because it's easier timing and spacing.
Yeah.
Okay. You keep doing these types of forward, like in this stage you do a lot of forward air comparatively to the rest of the ones. Like this forward air will like never hit because of like Sheik's threat range off of a forward air. It's just gonna always hit you. So that's why forward smash is better. Just waiting on the ground, because in this spot especially forward smash is good because Sheik is so high up that her hitbox will not be able to cover the ground. So you can just forward smash and just Sheik will be in this animation. There's nothing coming out. So you can definitely forward smash here. And it's always like, at worst, on these forward smashes, you trade, and that's awesome, because a forward smash against a Sheik is just like either death or basically death, because they're going to have to be off stage. So that's why forward smash is great. And then, like, again, you could cross up the forward smash, so you don't even have to risk getting hit as well, too. But in this situation, it was even better. So it's never really trying forward air jumps, just trying only up air jumps, if you're close enough to be able to react. A lot of it's about spacing. Okay. Wow, that Sheik just literally gave you a stock. That was awesome.
Yeah.
This is actually perfect. This is a good recovery right here. So this is what I was talking about, being level with the Sheik or above them to try and like forward your way or back your way on the stage if they're like facing you this way. This was really good. This is exactly what I was talking about. You get a free hit too. They shouldn't have given it to you, but you just gave it. They just gave it to you, so it's awesome. It's a lot harder on platform stages though, so this one was just easy because it's not, you don't have to think that much on FD, but on the platform stages they make it harder, so that's just why you have to talk about the other situations.
Yeah.
Good rest, that's good. Only rest, which is crazy, but you missed your L cancel. I know you talked about like grinding L cancels, but I would definitely make sure your L cancel rate is like at least like 80 to 85, and like if you pick 3 random games in unranked and like it's like 80 to 85 in all of them, that's good. If it's not though, then it's not good because you missed this L cancel. But if you hit it, you could have done shield right here. If they don't do a jab, I think jab beats you landing here. But if you actually were slow on jab too, so you could have shielded before this and been ready to Upsmash out a shield, but you weren't ready, so they actually gave you a free rest here. That's crazy. If you're ready for rest out of, if you're ready for rest out of shield here, it's a free stock, and it's just awesome. So just grind that. And it's definitely personal preference whether you want to do a jump rest or doing a wave dash. I do jump because I think it's just easier in time.
Yeah, I usually do the same of the things I know how to punish.
Yeah, like Fox Upsmash is like it's a jump rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'll definitely lab this out because this is a huge like even like Hungrybox the only puff like yeah I'm trying to get there to like that he rests out of shield every time or rests out of crouch every time against down smash because it's just such a huge thing because it's hard to get up tilts against people or like up bears against people in 2022. They're just gonna hold down a lot of your moves and they're just gonna tech it away. So like getting a free kill essentially off of a rest.
Yeah.
They do the craziest up B of all time. If they do this high up B like this though, they actually it's really deceptive because when they're off stage, they're gonna not have a lot of travel time in their up B. But when they have a lot of travel time, like there's a lot of time that they're spending in their up B like this, like in free fall. When they land, they are basically actionable instantly. That's why this is different.
That was insane.
This is different than them up being on the stage because they're not in this like little animation for that long. So they're the amount of time you can actually punish them is longer. So this is just something that will come up. Sometimes Sheiks will try and cheese you on it. So the Sheik basically did that. So just be ready for that. I don't know why they did that.
BM.
Yeah, just PBM. This is actually a really good spot to up here too. This is crazy. You were like really close to them, and it was like a pretty like. This one you would have had to up air on a read, but when you have invincibility, it's always like you're going for a read anyways. So this would have been a really good up air spot. But you do this back here instead. Okay. Like yeah, Nair up tilt was like the best you can really get off up tilt. I mean Nair, so it's like. That's why I think full hop Nair is just better. It's accomplished the same thing with a full hop Nair, and you can also cover a jump, whereas like this kind of short hop Nair doesn't really cover a jump, and then it loses pretty hard to like pretty much anything they do. So that's why. Yeah, it's full hop is better. Okay, that was a really good crouch cancel forward smash on this back air too.
Again, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just trying to fall faster, but
yeah, this is really good.
I see it now
because you're in range. And you were in the crouch waiting range, and this was just really good. Like, if this was an intentional, like, now it'd be an intentional move, but it's just really good to do. Again, you could just drill right there, or try and do, like, a pound. Would have been fine, too.
Yeah.
This is another good spot for pound, right? Like, here-ish. Like, whenever they miss... This is a common thing against, like, a lot of floaty characters. When they miss a dash attack, just try and drill up smash them. It comes up against Peach, Samus, Sheik. Anytime this situation happens, just drill up smash and you just get a free kill.
Oh, yeah.
There was no reason to go off stage here. You were in a good spot. They were so far away that it was like pretty close to the point where if they up B'd, they probably don't hit you with their poof. But you could have done like, let's say you don't grab ledge here, you just try and pressure them with the back air like right here, so they can't just like drift this way and try and just up B and then like have the option to go to ledge. Would have been good. So I would have just been back airing this spot. I would grab ledge about here-ish is when they're level with the ledge, and then they have to up B. So like you basically want to grab ledge right before they start their up B is essentially what your timing is. So
okay, yeah, that's good to know.
And then you almost die for going off stage. It's crazy. In this spot, actually, this would have been fine to do this back air and just grab ledge off of it. I don't know if that's what you were trying to do, but that would have been really good to do. If you just do that back air and try and grab ledge, it would have worked out.
Yeah, I think I was too scared of the poof.
But... yeah. It's like the worst thing that happens off a poof at this percent, like maybe you can get sharked, but if you just do the anti-sharking principles I was just talking about with like we're looking at what Sheik is facing and then like choosing what to do off that, it's like it's pretty hard for them to get like consistent hits off you. Okay. Good shield. You're at too high a percent, so down smash if they did it right here would have killed you. Not killed you, but we would have took a lot of damage, so it wouldn't have been good.
Pretty much.
And then you shield, wave dash out shield right here, or up smash. Up smash is fine too. But the percent's like so low, you just get grabbed off of it. So that's why I don't like up smash at this situation. It's like okay because you have the lead, obviously, but it's not that good because you could have just done wave dash out shield grab. So that would have just been better.
Yeah.
Good up tilt. Like this was good though. Like it's a bit different than the fountain one, where they were dashing all the way across stage and you tried to backer them dashing in. This one's different because they're so close to you. So it's in a reaction type range, but you go for a read, which is cool. Like this time you read the dash in and you were correct because they were so close to you. So it's a lot different than the other one. So this is a good up tilt. I don't think I would have done it.
No. I honestly thought that it would be true on low percents, but I guess it's not.
No, this was kind of true, but the DI was really good by the Sheik. And this spot, you can like up tilt forward air kind of works. You can up tilt forward smash. You can try and falling up air, like short hop falling up air, but honestly probably doesn't connect. It was a little bit spooky. Honestly, forward air is probably what I would have chosen. And then it would have just been what you could have gotten. Okay. You actually do crouch there. You could have definitely crouch canceled, grabbed them, but they did some random jab, so works out.
Yeah.
Okay. You tried to grab where they were, and a lot of the times, again, like you're right on top of Sheik. She's gonna want to try and do the panic option to get away. So she's gonna want to either shield, jump, or roll, or sometimes spot dodge there too. Depends on the Sheik though. So this time they jump as their option, but you're trying to like, I don't know why you really shield. They're not really gonna really try and hit you here. They're just like really scared of you, like trying to grab them. So that's why they're trying to jump away. So just be ready to react to what they're doing and try and... Sometimes you have to read, though, of course. But in a spot, you can just try and up air here instead of trying to shield grab.
Yeah.
You could have just down throw wristed here. But... yeah, that was definitely down throw wrist. It was a little bit tight timing, but you can definitely down throw wrist there. Okay. This is another spot you could have forward smash right here. Right, yeah. Wave dash and then forward smash right here. Sometimes they'll throw up the shield. That's when you want to do wave dash grab. That's the only nuance there. But a lot of times you can just forward smash as level 1 and see what happens. This is what I was talking about with like waiting out their move. You actually waited out perfectly here. You wait it out, you throw it out, you jump back, really good. But now, as soon as you see this happen, you do this jump, literally grab ledge. Nothing like problem with it. Sometimes they can do another up air right there. It's just maybe what you were thinking. But if they do that other up air, they are so done if you just keep waiting. Like, that's like... like, if they do that other up air, they're so low and you just grab ledge and they can't even, like... There's no mix-up. So that's why, like, double up air is, like, so risky by Sheik and they're not going to do it most of the time. It's like, as soon as you see the double up air, though, then you have to start waiting even longer. But you just wait and just jump and see what happens. That's what I would do. Then you just basically kill him every time.
Yeah.
Tried to cross up Sheik here. They could definitely backer you right here. They aren't ready though. They try and shield grab. They probably meant to back here. So that's why just crossing up is a little bit scary in that spot. Same as this cross up. You could have gotten grabbed, but the Sheik just already buffered roll. A lot of times when they're shielding like this, they're going to be exposed, especially if they're shielding long. So you can just cross up down on their shield and try and poke their feet. Is a big thing to do as well too.
Yeah, I've actually seen that a lot by Hungerbox, both drill and up tilt on shield.
Yeah, he likes to do it. I think it's really good against every character in the game. It's just a cross up downer, because it sometimes avoids having to do the shield versus like reading a jump with up air mix up. It's really good at high percents because of that, so it's really good.
Yeah.
Then you just get a forward smash because you read them. Forward tilting, that was really good. So. Let me look through my notes to see if there's anything else I want to talk about, but I think I covered pretty much everything.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely rewatch this a bit more later and write stuff down.
Yeah, no, I think I got everything. Do you have any questions?
No, not at all. You actually covered everything that I had prepared.
All right. Cool. I'll see you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye-bye.